Tesla shares has plunged after Elon Musk announced his intention to found this political party. Is it time to invest again in Tesla, or it's better to stay away? I was in love with Tesla until until Trump uh, jumped in United States politics, sorry, and we invested in Tesla many months ago, many years ago, and we doubled our position here exactly in this period. And went our investments went up until the end of the 2024, and then we sold our entire position in Tesla here because something was changing. The numbers for Tesla were bad, and as you can see, this is the net income line, guys. This is the net income line. And at a certain point, we were up here in the sky with the earnings that felt down. And as you know, we treat this line as our balance point. We know that in the long run, stock prices tend to be on this line because these are the earnings, the net income. Okay. And this is the balance point in the long run for a company. If we open in the forecaster terminal, for example, a more normal, let's say, company, let's go to Nvidia, we can definitely see that in the long run, prices for the stock follow exactly the net income. Look, this is why, for example, you probably remember if you follow my webinar since a while, we were very bullish here because the stock was going down, but at the same time, the earnings were skyrocketing. Okay. So it was just matter of time. The market always recognize a bargain. Okay. So going back to Tesla, we are in exactly the opposite situation because the results for the company are doing bad. Look, guys, it's very interesting. Now the balance point is below the chart, is below the stock price. And of course, if we go here, we can see again the situation. The company is still undervalued because, of course, it did very well in the past, but at the moment, we have to understand if, thanks to the fact that Tesla is a little bit falling on the stock market, is it again time to buy or not? So I prepared something for you because we have to talk, for example, about the robotaxi fiasco. Still under human supervision. Recently, Tesla released the robotaxis in Austin, Texas, and it was a fiasco, in my opinion. But not only my opinion, you can go to all the economic website, and it was definitely a fiasco because the robotaxi were not the cybercab that Tesla presented a few months ago. It was not a real launch as announced because the service was limited to invited user only. YouTubers and influencers and these kind of people that were excited about the Tesla robotaxi, but at the end of the day, many people reported driving errors, incident like lane violations, suddenly braking and excessive speed have been documented and sparked criticism. There is an investigation from the Federal Road Safety Authority. And unlike Waymo, which operates under hundreds of vehicles without human on board, Tesla is still in a limited and an experimental phase. At the end of the day, talking about the robotaxi launch, we had false expectation by Mr. Trump. I'm sorry, Elon, but you said it was a real massive launch, but this is not what we expected because there is no Cybercab, just regular Tesla. Okay? So, sorry, this is something else. Here we are. I think we have in front of us a company which is completely different if we talk about the short term and the long term, because in the long term we are talking about a company which is a good company. It's well positioned, for example, to ride the AI megatrend. Tesla owns its full stack AI, proprietary chips, models trained on billion of driven miles, and now a large language model, which is Grok, thanks to XAI. Integration, Grok already integrated into X and potentially into Tesla vehicles. We have a company which is a really AI company. We also have Optimus humanoid robots. And if we listen Elon, this is the potential best-selling product in history. Musk claims that Optimus could surpass both smartphone and cars in units sold with application in home, factories, and retail environment. And I really think it's true, guys. I really think we will live together in the future with humanoid robots. And I really can't wait to buy one to do the housekeeping for me. I will be more than happy to spend my money to have a humanoid robot in my house. We have real progress regarding Optimus. The 2025 prototype already demonstrates coordinate movements, the ability to fold clothes, and handle delicate objects. Okay? And last but not least, Tesla is a leader in the autonomous driving through a vision only model. If we talk about Waymo, they rely on LiDAR for driving their cars. Tesla only use cameras. And of course, Waymo is more efficient right now, but thanks to AI, thanks to the integration of the old technologies, this method adopted by Tesla is more effective. Okay. And so it's scalable. So, in my opinion, talking about Tesla, we are now in front of two different companies if we have a long-term approach or a short-term approach. Okay. For the short term, the company, I really think will have big problems. Okay. Because now with Elon, which is jumping with both feet in politics, opening a new political party, I think he will have big problems, guys, because talking about politics, until you give money to a politician, it's okay. But when you would like to disrupt an entire system, I think it could face some problem, for example, with the robotaxi approvals and expansion, because urban autonomy, as you can find on this slide, is regulated at the local level. So, if you jump inside the American politics and you say everything is a rubbish, and everything is not working. Now, thanks to me, everything will work. Okay. I don't know if the measure of a city of the president of one state, okay, will be very happy to allow you to run your fucking taxi in his fucking city. You know what I mean? Okay, so I think the robotaxi rollout will have some problem. The same with popularity in other key markets, for example, in China. In China, Elon Musk is very popular, but as soon as you are an entrepreneur, it's okay for China to welcome you. But if you start to be a real politician in United States, I don't know if China will be again happy to invite you and host you and let you sell your fucking American cars in China. You know what I mean? And today, Tesla could lose market share in China, which accounts for approximately 20-25% of its global sales. Dangerous, very dangerous. Last but not least, lawsuit from Tesla shareholders. Remember, guys, Tesla is not Elon Musk company. Tesla is the shareholders company. If Musk doesn't want to be the CEO anymore because he wants to jump in politics, guys, he can say, guys, I would like to retire. I don't want to work anymore for Tesla. But if Musk political activism harms the company's value, shareholders could file class action lawsuit for breach of fiduciary duty. It happened in the past, in 2022. This is something that already happened when Musk was sued by shareholders when he took over Twitter. But nothing happened because, guys, in 2022, he was probably Mr. Trump best friend, Mr. Trump bestie. So what can happen? Nothing. But now you are alone, Mr. Elon, and I don't know if it will be the same because you are not giving money anymore to politicians. You are keeping your money to disrupt the entire system. And I don't know if shareholders will sue you if everything will go smooth as it goes until today. What do you think, guys, about this? So, we have a company which is very nice and really well positioned for the long term, but really bad in the short term, okay? With lot of problem, with potential lot of problem very close, okay? So, let's go back to the chart and let me tell you, I really think that I will start to think about an investment in Tesla again only if it will go back here. Only if it will go back at least to $150 per shares. Okay? Because it's a solid company, it's well positioned for the long run. But at the moment, I really think in the short term, and short term in my opinion right now is 1-3 years, can really go back to that level. I wait, I stay at the window, and I would like to see share price drop at least at 150. What do you think about it? Do you think like me that we are in front of a very different company if we look in the very long run and in the short term? Anil, I think it's a good strategy. Thank you very much. Thank you for the feedback. And also Dalibor, Makes sense? I'm short on Tesla. I think is too toxic for them. I'm not gonna short the stock. I tried many years ago and it was not a nice experience for my portfolio. So I don't want to go against Elon, but I will stay at the window. To think true, I will also wait for the revenue line to grow over the price. Yes, this is something really interesting what you said, because at the end of the day, guys, in the long run, stocks grow when the net income grow. That's it. You can take every company you want. This is the golden rule that works for every company across the globe. Okay, we can see it with Nvidia, which is the biggest company in the S&P 500 right now. Look, until the net income will grow, the company will grow in the stock market. Yes, Mircea, I've sold Tesla many months ago. As I told you at the beginning, I sold Tesla here it at 400, close to 400, because I was not confident anymore with the Elon Musk strategy. And of course, I did the analysis. But at the end of the day, what convinced me to sell was this line. And I was very happy because when it dropped, when the price dropped on the stock market, it went exactly on the net income line, on what we call the balance point. Okay. Anyway, for an entrepreneur, jumping in politics is always bad. Create a political party. I think we are at the edge of the catastrophe, guys. So I wait, but I really understand why someone is shorting Tesla, because I mean, I don't want to short Tesla because, guys, I have a son and I called him Elon because somehow I appreciate the guy. So I don't want to short. I don't want to short Tesla, but I understand if you short a Tesla. Really, I'm not joking. I called my son Elon. I can show you. Look, Instagram. If you go on my Instagram, you can see my little boy. I love him. Even if his name is Elon, this is the guy. Where is he? Look, he's very nice. And uh, here he is. And Mircea, this is Romania. I was in Romania a few weeks ago. So, uh, yes, here we are. Oh, I just turned 31 a few days ago on 5 of July. And look, this is Mr. Elon. This is Mr. Elon. And this is my nephew. Everybody blonde. I'm brown. I don't know why. Don't ask any question, please, guys. Anyway, let's go back. So, as I told you, I will stay at the window and I will wait for Tesla to drop.